Hi guys, it's Heather from heatherchristo.com, and today I am making raspberry crisp that's both vegan and gluten-free. This recipe actually started with my grandma Grace, who used to make it even when my mom was little, and now the recipe's been passed down from generation to generation and is a huge family favorite. I was able to make some adaptations to the recipe so that I could still enjoy it and my kids could enjoy it while it's still totally allergen-free. This is one of those really easy recipes that you're gonna find yourself making over and over and over again. And while I love raspberries for summer, you could also use any fruit that's seasonal any time of the year. Another thing I love is that while this is really comforting in the winter when you can serve it hot, you could also cook this early in the day and bring it to any barbecue or cookout or social event, and you don't have to worry about it being out in the sunlight or having to cook it or worry about it right before serving. So it's really easy for entertaining. You want to do the oatmeal crisp topping first. And so I've got 3 cups of oats, and I use gluten-free oats just to make it easy. And I've got 1 cup of gluten-free all-purpose baking flour and another cup of beet sugar. And then I've got some baking soda and kosher salt here. And then of course, just a little cinnamon to give it that great like oatmeal crisp topping flavor. I'm gonna stir this around and then add coconut oil. So I use hard coconut oil. You could also use vegan butter, but I really love the flavor that the coconut oil gives this topping. It also helps get it like a beautiful golden brown color. And the truth is, I really like it better than the original recipe. Sorry, Mom and Grandma Grace. Now you could definitely use a pastry cutter to make this topping, but I think clean hands work the best. So you just want to scrunch this in to all of your dry ingredients until you have a coarse crumb. Messy, but so worth it. If you leave these big chunks to bake like this, you get the great kind of buttery, crispy bites when you're done. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this topping in the bottom of the pan. And I tend to go for the less chunky part to put on the bottom. And it will soak up all of the juices from the berries. And then I've got about 8 cups of ripe, juicy raspberries that I'm gonna add. These are fresh, but you can definitely do frozen fruit. It still works just as well. And now I've got my messy, crumbly topping that I'm gonna carefully put on top of here. And one of the things I love about this, besides how like super easy it is that it's rustic. You don't have to worry about presentation, like it's really hard to mess this up. There's no fancy pie crust or worrying about crimping edges. You just pile this on top and that's it. Now we're just gonna pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour and it's gonna be beautiful. There you go, it's all golden brown, and do you see those beautiful chunks that I told you about that will be so crispy and delicious? All of the raspberries have cooked down. This is delicious on its own, or you could add some whipped coconut cream or vegan vanilla ice cream and have a beautiful dessert. You guys have got to head on over to heatherchristo.com for the recipe and make it as soon as possible.